Saint Petersburg breathes boxing. On nights like this, inside the arena, the lights hang low and heavy, casting long shadows across the canvas, as thousands of voices merge into a single, restless hum. This is IBA.PRO 10, October 6, 2025, and the crowd has come not just to watch a fight, but to witness a statement. Flags ripple in the stands, cameras glide over anxious faces, and the tension is sharp enough to taste. At the center of it all stands a hometown fighter, Nikita Kuzmin of Russia, undefeated, unshaken, and stepping onto the IBA.PRO stage for the first time under the brightest lights of his own city. 7 fights, 7 wins, 3 by stoppage. A man known as the Executioner, carrying a nickname heavy with expectation and history. Across the ring waits Nekruz Salimov of Tajikistan, taller, rangier, decorated in the amateur code, a silver medalist at the Asian U22 Championships, forged in tournaments where discipline and patience are king. This is not just Russia versus Tajikistan. This is professional sharpness colliding with elite amateur pedigree. 8 rounds scheduled, 6 minutes of mystery, and careers poised on a razor's edge. Kuzman walks with quiet intent, shoulders loose, eyes calm, as if the noise simply doesn't exist. Salimov paces with measured focus, a southpaw calculating angles, aware that tonight he is far from home. The introductions echo, the music swells, and when the referee calls them forward, the air tightens. This is the moment where preparation meets truth, where reputation means nothing once the bell rings. Saint Petersburg leans in, waiting to see whether its son can deliver under pressure, or whether the visitor can silence the crowd with skill and resolve. The bell cuts through the noise, and immediately the tone is set. Kuzman wastes no time claiming the center of the ring, probing with a snaking jab, testing reactions, measuring distance like a craftsman examining raw material. Salimov answers with discipline, gloves high, eyes locked, slipping just enough to stay elusive, before firing a sharp southpaw left to the body, a reminder that he didn't travel here to survive. The early seconds are chess, not chaos. Feints draw reactions, half-steps create lanes. Kuzman dips into a compact guard, then explodes with a right hand through the middle, following with educated bodywork that thuds against Salimov's ribs. The crowd responds in waves, sensing the hometown fighter's intent. Salimov stays composed, landing a clean straight right of his own, but Kuzman's volume begins to tell. He works in bursts, never loading up, touching head and body with precision rather than brute force. The first clinch arrives, brief and tense, broken quickly by the referee, as both men reset. As the seconds tick down, Kuzman accelerates, punctuating exchanges with sharp hooks and a sneaky uppercut that snaps Salimov's head back, just enough to be noticed. Salimov remains steady, unflustered, but the balance of initiative is clear. When the 10-second clapper sounds, Kuzman closes the round with authority, slipping inside and landing another scoring left to the body, a subtle investment for later. It's a technical opening round, rich with intent and intelligence, but the edge belongs to the local man. As they return to their corners, Saint Petersburg murmurs its approval. This is the Executioner warming up. Round 2 opens with Kuzman doubling down on strategy. He shortens the distance, spearing straight shots just above the belt line, forcing the taller Salimov to constantly adjust his stance. Each body shot lands like a message, not loud but persistent. Salimov fires back in flashes, but Kuzman's rhythm begins to suffocate him. A jab upstairs becomes a left hook downstairs, then a sudden switch back to the head. The fluidity is unsettling. Salimov's guard tightens, peekaboo style, but every pause costs him. Kuzman punches first, last, and often in between. By the midpoint of the round, Kuzman is dictating tempo, slipping inches out of range and snapping counters back with surgical timing. The crowd grows louder with every successful exchange. Round 3 only amplifies the story. Kuzman's confidence oozes now. He bobs, weaves, and slides, drawing leads and punishing them. A corkscrew left snaps Salimov's head back. Another body shot forces elbows to drop, exposing the head once more. Salimov shows heart, stepping forward, landing a rare clean right hand, but the success is fleeting. Kuzman answers immediately, reclaiming dominance with combinations that seem to come from impossible angles. A mouthpiece flies loose, a sign not of chaos, but of sustained pressure and accuracy. This is educated violence, executed calmly. As the round closes, it's clear the fight is drifting in one direction. Salimov is still standing, still competing, but the narrative is shifting into something heavier, something relentless. By the fourth round, the pattern is undeniable. Kuzman controls space like it belongs to him. He steps in, steps out, never allowing Salimov the luxury of settling. The taller man tries to adapt, attempts to rough it up, to impose physicality, but Kuzman answers every effort with precision. A sumptuous right hook digs beneath the elbow, followed by a crisp counter upstairs. Salimov's credentials are real, national titles, continental success, but against this version of Kuzman, they begin to blur. Each exchange ends with Kuzman standing balanced, composed, while Salimov resets, frustrated. The crowd senses it too. There is an inevitability creeping into the arena. Kuzman varies power beautifully, sometimes touching, sometimes studding, always keeping Salimov guessing. The angles are constant. As the round progresses, Salimov becomes more static, his height and reach neutralized by Kuzman's relentless positioning. When the bell ends the fourth, it feels like a shutout so far. Kuzman returns to his corner calm, breathing steady, eyes clear. Salimov's corner speaks urgently. Time is slipping. Round 5 is where the fight teeters on the edge. Kuzman senses vulnerability and turns the screw. An uppercut lands inside, followed by a right hand over the top. Salimov's knees dip, and for a moment the arena holds its breath. He goes down in stages, the referee ruling it a slip, but everyone knows the truth. Salimov clings, seeking refuge in the clinch, buying seconds, buying survival. Kuzman smells blood. He batters the body, hooks ripping around the guard, forcing Salimov to shell up completely. The mouthpiece comes loose again. Kuzman stalks, pins his opponent to the ropes, and unloads like a man training on a heavy bag. Every punch in the book, thrown with intent but control. Salimov's resilience is admirable, but the damage is accumulating. The crowd roars as Kuzman closes the round in blistering fashion, combinations flowing freely, dominance absolute. It's a defining round not just of skill but of will. What was scheduled as 8 is now 6, and Salimov knows mercy has arrived disguised as logistics. Still, Kuzman does not ease. He hunts the finish, working head and body with the same ferocity that defined the night. Salimov holds on, literally and figuratively, digging deep into reserves he didn't know he had. The mouthpiece comes loose once more, earning a deduction, compounding the misery. Kuzman stays patient, disciplined, refusing to rush recklessly. He walks Salimov down, breaks him down, and finishes the round standing tall as the final seconds tick away. When the bell sounds, there is no doubt. Saint Petersburg erupts. The judges' scorecards confirm what the fight already wrote. A unanimous decision victory for Nikita Kuzmin. 6 rounds to none. A masterclass. On his IBA.PRO debut, in front of his people, Kuzmin delivered a performance defined by creativity, variety, and relentless intelligence. Salimov, beaten but unbroken, leaves with respect earned through courage. As Kuzmin raises his hands, the arena knows it has witnessed the rise of something serious. The executioner has arrived, and St. Petersburg will remember this night.